Hi everybody, I'm Debbie Allison with Deb and Company, and today Crazy Felix, he's wearing a brand new visor that we just got him yesterday. Doesn't he look cute? Anyway, in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to do some baby blankets. So let me take this off of Felix and put him down. Here's some ornaments that I've actually utilized the little checkerboard blankets with. So if you can take a look at those, this is a two-tone pink and blue blanket. Mostly I've done two-tone with white and another color, but you could use 3 or 4 colors and all different sizes. I'm going to show you how to do that today in today's tutorial. Alright, so let's go over the list of materials that we're going to be using for this tutorial. We're going to be using some white, this is Fimo Soft, rolled out on a setting of 4. This is some green effects, and what I did here is I actually mixed this color myself. I used this Jade Special Effects Fimo Soft and mixed it with Tropic Green and White, and I do mix a lot of my colors. And that's going to make one blanket, a large one, and then I'm going to show you how to do a two-tone smaller blanket using pink and blue. And this is a pearlized blue Sculpey 3 that I've mixed with some white, and this is a pearlized pink Sculpey that I've mixed with some darker pink because it's a really, really pastel color and I wanted it to be a little brighter. And both of these are rolled out on a setting of 4 as well. You're also going to be needing an acrylic brayer, which I forgot to put here, so I am going to be getting that in a minute when we get started. And I guess we're ready to get started. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start by cutting some squares with our clay. So I'm going to start with strips first, and I'm using my straight edge. You don't need a straight edge, but it makes it so much simpler and more consistent. Alright, these are about maybe a 1/2 inch in width, and I just kind of eyeball my squares or my strips. So I'm going to cut several white ones. And then we'll go to the green. After we're done with, I'm just going to cut 3 of these for now. Alright, now we'll do the same thing with our green. I'm going to cut these about the same size. Now for some reason the Granitex and this Fimo Effects, it looks kind of like flannel. For some reason it doesn't want to cut just real clean. I don't know why that is. It must be what's in it. It's a little annoying, but you have to deal with it. So I'm going to do 3 squares just like I did with the white, or 3 strips. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to start putting together a checkerboard pattern by cutting squares with these strips. So I'll start with the white, and they're about a 1/2 inch square, and you just want to start building just a checkerboard pattern by alternating your colors, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Now you could also do the same thing using several different colors. You could do red and green for Christmas. You could do 5 or 6 different colors and do random patterns. This one, for this size blanket, I'm going to do 6 squares down and 6 across. And that's going to give me close to a square size. So as you can see, I'm just doing a checkerboard pattern here. And it is time consuming. It's not real fast. But then nothing that you do with a lot of detail is going to be very fast. That's just one thing I've learned. Some of my ornaments can take 4 hours up to 8 hours. I have one that I actually did that took me 3 days. So you just have to be patient. So you can see we're going to be continuing on here with this pattern. And then after I've utilized those, I'll go into my next strips until like I said, I'm going to get 6 across and 6 down. Okay. And in the magic of video, look how far we've come. Alright, we've got all of our squares on there. Now, this is the tricky part. You're going to take an acrylic brayer, and this one looks like hasn't been cleaned, but anyway, most of them do not have this handle on them. I like this because it has a handle on it. I've also bought one like this that's wood. The wood sticks to your clay. They make longer ones, and you need to just take this and roll over this with a lot of pressure. And I usually stand up for this part, because you want to just roll back and forth, so that you get your squares kind of all meshed together, so that it's one piece. Alright, once you've done that, I'm going to trim some of this that's just kind of like overlapping the edges here. Now the tricky part is getting it up. So, what you want to do is take one of these scraper blades, and these can be purchased at Polymer Clay Express online. And this is one of the handiest tools. I have a lot of these in case I lose them. I cannot live without this tool. And you just want to be scraping it and picking it up. There's no way you can just pick this up on its own without ripping it. So you need to have some way of scraping underneath. Alright, and as you can see, I've got it picked up. And now we're going to put the little fringes in it, just with an X-Acto knife, or you could use a needle. And you just want to go along the edges and fringe it. And you just do this all the way around all four sides. And then you can pick it up. And as you can see, when you pick up these edges, be careful when you pick it up. It'll actually curl them up a little bit, giving it more of a blanket effect. So, now while I'm doing this, I might as well tell you about our website, debandco.com. You can purchase my ornaments online, and we will personalize them for you for free. Alright, and there you have your blanket. And you can bend this and shape it. You can actually take it and fold it up like this and drape it. Drape your clay however you like. Now I'm going to show you how to do a smaller one, which is basically the same thing with the pink and the blue. So let me move this out of the way, and we'll do the same thing with the pink and the blue. And I'll just show you by reducing the size of your strips and your squares, you can reduce the size of your blanket. So this one's going to be much smaller. Now you can make the same size blanket with smaller squares, and then it will be more checkerboard. You can get very creative with color, sizes. So basically I'm just repeating the same thing I did with the other one. Alright. So we'll start the same way. As you can see, these squares are much smaller. A little inconsistent there, but that's alright. It's not brain surgery. Thank goodness for that, right? So we'll continue on building this one. And now if you're wondering what I do with the ornaments that I make in my tutorials, we are actually giving them away. But there's a trick to it. You have to go to our fan page on Facebook, which is Deb and Company, all spelled out. and become one of our fans, and then we will post after each video that we'll be giving it away and what you need to do to get it. So I'm just going to continue on here. Okay, and like magic again, we have jumped ahead here and are about to finish that one. And I've got 6 across again. Now you could just make this huge if you wanted. Alright, I'm taking this and I'm doing the same thing, rolling it. Now you can use this same technique by making stripes, diagonals, crisscrosses. Alright, now I'm going to take my scraper blade and do the same thing to lift it. And then do the same thing as far as fringing the ends. And I don't think I need to finish the whole entire thing for you to get the idea. But there you see, just by utilizing 2 different sizes of squares, you've got 2 different sizes of blankets. Well, Felix and I hope that you found this tutorial useful and that you can make lots of little baby blankets, and that you will visit us on our website at debandco.com and Facebook at Deb & Company. Thank you for being with us, and I am Deb of Deb & Co. and Polymer Clay by Deb. Bye-bye now.